Tier 10, the nobody. You arrive in a new city with nothing. No money, no connections, no power. You take whatever job the streets offer. Maybe washing dishes, maybe guarding a corner, maybe carrying a small package you are told not to open. You quickly learn the rules. Talk too much and people disappear. Ask too many questions and doors close, so you stay quiet. You watch, you listen, you learn who really runs the streets. Every empire starts with someone who once had nothing. Tier 9, the runner. Someone notices you are reliable. You are given small errands. Move a bag across town. Drop off cash at a safe apartment. Pick up a phone from a stranger and bring it back. You never look inside the bag. You never ask why. You simply deliver. If police stop you, you know nothing. If someone asks questions, you know nothing. Your job is movement, and movement builds trust. Trust is the only currency that matters here. Tier 8, the street seller. Soon you are trusted with product. Now you are making sales. Small deals at first, late night meetings in parking lots, quick exchanges through car windows. Money begins to flow, but the streets are unpredictable. Customers lie, rivals watch, police circle quietly. One mistake could end everything. But if you survive long enough, your name starts to spread. People begin to recognize you. Tier 7, the collector. Money must be collected, and not everyone pays willingly. Now your job changes. You visit people who owe money. Sometimes you remind them politely. Sometimes you break furniture. Sometimes you bring friends. Your reputation becomes important. People must believe you mean business. Fear becomes part of the job. And the cartel values people who can control fear. Tier 6, the crew leader. You are no longer alone. Now you lead a small crew. Lookouts, drivers, street sellers. You coordinate the deals. You count the money. You keep the operation organized. Your boss expects results every week. If profits drop, questions start. If profits rise, opportunities appear. You begin seeing the bigger system behind the streets. Tier 5, the territory manager. Now you control a neighborhood. Every deal in that area runs through you. You decide who sells and who doesn't. You settle disputes between crews. You keep the police pressure low. Sometimes that means paying the right people. Sometimes that means moving operations quietly. Your territory becomes your responsibility. If problems happen there, they are your fault. But if the money flows smoothly, your influence grows. Tier 4, the operator. Now you begin dealing directly with suppliers. Large shipments move through your hands, cars, warehouses, hidden compartments. The scale is much bigger now. Mistakes cost hundreds of thousands of dollars. Your decisions affect entire routes. You begin traveling between cities. You meet powerful people, and you realize the street world was only the beginning. Tier 3, the strategist. At this level, the game changes completely. You are no longer thinking about tonight or tomorrow. You are thinking months ahead, sometimes years ahead. The streets are no longer your focus. The map is. You sit at a table with routes spread across it, highways that cut through desert towns, shipping lanes crossing dark water at night, airports where cargo moves faster than anyone can track. Every route means opportunity, but every route also means risk. You start studying patterns. Which border checkpoints change shifts at midnight? Which ports are understaffed? Which highways police patrol the least? Violence becomes less important now. Information becomes everything. A bad soldier can be replaced. A bad decision can destroy an entire network. You also begin choosing your enemies carefully. Some rivals are too strong to fight directly. Some are better turned into partners. So deals are made quietly. Territories divided. Routes shared. You learn something important at this stage. The most powerful leaders rarely fire the first shot. They move pieces on the board and let others fight the battles. Because real power in this world is not about who is strongest. It is about who understands the system better than everyone else. Tier 2, the boss. At this stage, you are no longer just part of the organization. You are the center of it. Entire crews now wait for your decisions. Lieutenants report their numbers to you every week. Drivers move shipments based on your instructions. Money flows constantly. Stacks of cash moving through hidden channels. Bank transfers disguised as legitimate businesses. Warehouses filling and emptying without anyone noticing. You rarely show your face in public anymore. Not because you want to hide, but because visibility is dangerous. Instead, you meet people in quiet rooms, private houses, secure offices, places where phones are left outside. Your closest circle becomes very small. Only a few people truly know how the operation works. Those people become your shield, and sometimes your greatest threat, because power attracts ambition. Rival groups begin watching your territory closely. They test your defenses, probe your routes, look for weaknesses. At the same time, law enforcement begins connecting the dots. Investigators start building cases piece by piece. Wiretaps, financial trails, witnesses. Now every decision carries weight. A wrong alliance can start a war. A careless shipment can expose everything. But if you manage it correctly, the organization grows stronger, and your name begins carrying serious power. Tier 1, the Kingpin. At the very top, everything becomes different. You are no longer just running operations. You are running an empire. Your influence stretches across multiple cities, sometimes across entire countries. Routes you created years ago now operate without you needing to touch them. The system runs on its own. Trucks leave warehouses on schedule. Ships arrive at ports under different company names. Money moves through layers of businesses that look completely legitimate. To the outside world, everything appears normal. But behind the scenes, your network controls enormous wealth. People speak your name quietly, sometimes with respect, sometimes with fear. Many people in your organization have never even met you. They only know the structure you built. Orders travel down through layers of commanders. Messages pass through trusted intermediaries. You become harder and harder to reach. But power at this level brings something else: isolation. You trust fewer people every year. Friends from the early days disappear from your life. Some retire. Some betray you. Some simply vanish. The circle grows smaller, because everyone at the top understands one truth. There is always someone waiting for your position. A rival cartel, a hungry lieutenant, a government task force. The higher you climb in the underworld, the fewer places remain where you can truly feel safe. And eventually, every kingpin learns the same lesson. In this world, the throne is powerful, but it is never permanent.